Hi, I'm Richard, and I'm the founder and designer of the Gocycle. We're here at Interbike 2016 to talk about our new Generation 3 model. In 2009, we launched our G1 in Europe. 2012, we launched the award-winning Generation 2 Gocycle. And March of this year in Europe, we launched our Generation 3. And now it's available in the US here at Interbike at our debut. So I just wanted to go through and talk about some of the improvements we've made. The electric blue color is new for the G3, which is really nice. We've worked hard to make a lot of improvements internally to the Gocycle, starting with our battery pack. We've got 25% more capacity on the G3 pack. And we spent about a year and a half, almost 2 years, developing our own BMS. So we actually designed the BMS to support the pack. We designed the firmware, and that's all gone through approval. So we've got a much better relationship between the battery pack and the charger, which means when you charge the Gocycle, you don't have to worry about how long it's on charge or anything like that. So a really nice improvement. Some of the visual cues on the G3 are to do with the cockpit. So we start with the touch points where we've got nice, comfortable grips, ergonomic grips. And we've put rotary shifters and selectors on the Gocycle, so our up and down shifting is controlled on the right-hand side, and the selector on the left controls a new feature, which is our DRL. So if you have a look at the front, in 2013, all automobiles in Europe had to be shipped with daytime running lights, and we're probably one of the first e-bikes to integrate the daytime running light into the dash. Now this is inspired by automotive technology, so there's two LEDs that are in the light, but they actually don't point forwards, they point at each other, and the light is refracted through a light pipe, giving a nice uniform design, which is a to-be-seen light. Also gives the Gocycle G3 a very distinctive look. You've got 4 different modes, high beam and low beam, and then you can also add flashing high beam and low beam. So along with the grips, keeping on the touch points of the product, we've upgraded the pedals with very, very smooth internal sealed bearings and a low profile pedal that will work with any shoe, and a very nice deck which is anti-skid. If we move to the front of the product, we've improved our front end. So the fork is a little bit wider down at the bottom. That means for service, taking out the motor and controller, that comes out a lot easier. And we've also have a one-piece integrated 3D forged steerer, and the fork is an upside down design. So if you want to adjust the alignment or the preload, you do it underneath down here. And what that's enabled us to do is clean up the cables even further. With our G2, there was a cable running out from the frame to the front light, but now all the cables are internal. We've got a lot of nice accents that we've added to the Gocycle, highlights on the clean drive. At the back here, we've got a nice highlight on the front of the frame, the motor, and I will talk a bit about our improvement to the pit stop wheel. We've introduced a pit stop lock, so with one easy click, you open the pit stop lock like that. Open all the 3 cams, which is similar to the original G1 and G2. But what this means is when you put the wheel back on, got to do this with one hand holding a mic. On a G2 and G1, you really needed to make sure that you check each cam is closed, just like any quick release. But with the pit stop lock, if you have a visual cue of that triangle and the lock being allocated like that, there's also a locked symbol down here. You've just got one visual cue. Once that's locked, you know the wheel's on correctly and you're ready to ride. Another really great product we've got at the show is our new Gocycle front pannier. We've spent some years developing this. It basically does away with the need for a bracket on the front. So with one easy fit, very, very simple to attach. You've got the dual baguette holders in the back here. If you're doing a Starbucks run, easy to open zippers if you've got cycling gloves on. The whole Pannier is inspired by high-tech backpacks, so where the frame of the pack is transferring the load to your hips. And that's the same design of this. There's a structural piece in the Pannier so that when it's fitted to the Gocycle, it's very, very secure, no matter what load you're carrying. It's also got a handy strap. This bracket folds up nicely. Nice shoulder strap to carry into the store if you're doing any shopping, getting the groceries for the day. So we can talk you through how the Gocycle folds down onto our docking station, which is a very easy platform to fold all the components of the Gocycle. The wheels have a place to go, the Gocycle has a place to go, and the seat. And then there's a bag that goes over the top and it rolls on its four wheels. So I might have to hand over this microphone to do this, but we'll give it a go. If you want to fold down your Gocycle onto the docking station, there are some pretty basic steps, easy steps to take on. First, you've got to remove your wheels. And both the front and the rear wheels are exactly the same, so if you've done the back, you can do the front.
And he goes to Seattle.
Right. The next step is to fold down the Gocycle onto the docking station.
So, oh, there it is folded. So this is for the display. This is with the 3-pin. Store space.
And we do have folding pedals also, if you wanted to fit those. The next step is to fold down the handlebars. Put the quick release back. Okay, and then you just got your wheels to go here. And the last step is your seat post. All of that fits there, and then you have a cover. It's a nice padded cover. You've got zip that'll go all the way around. On this particular model, we don't have the folding pedals fit, but you can see over there. When those are folded, then the bag will fit nicely. So we've also been improving the content on our app. We've added a lot more statistics and stats that you can put on. So you can see a lot of stats like how much power you put out for 20 seconds, or your peak power, or your motor power, or your batteries. You can turn these on and off, and that all gets added to what we call a live dash. So once that's set up, we've got a new mount for the dash that'll hold your phone, and when that phone rotates and you mount it there, you'll see those stats appear. So while you're riding, you can be seeing what kind of power you put out. So we're going to be adding more stats and more content as we go further. This is part of our new interface, so in addition to that, you can adjust the way the torque sensor works. You've got the ability to make the motor turn on after you put in more power to get a bit more of a workout and range. And you can also adjust your speed settings and whether you want the pedals on or off. We've got standard modes like city mode, which is peppy and fun. Eco mode will give you a bit more range, and then all these custom modes. Okay, so Gocycle G3 comes in 3 different colors. We've got our matte black, stealth black, we've got the electric blue, and we've got our iconic white. And incidentally, you can buy a full range of accessories for the product. So we have mud guards, we have a light-duty coil lock for coffee shop security. We've got a very nice ABIS lock, which fits to the Gocycle neatly with our Gocycle lock holster. We've got the kickstand. We have top-of-the-range integrated lights from Germany. So it comes with a full range of accessories. So that's our G3. We also do have some exciting news to share. We will be launching a Kickstarter campaign in the coming weeks for a new model Gocycle. It's an entry-level model that has a lot of the great stuff that a Gocycle G3 has, but at a more affordable price point. So watch out for that on Kickstarter. There's some very good deals for the early birds there. Go to our website, www.gocycle.com. That's where you can get most of the information. And check out Kickstarter in the coming weeks for the new model Gocycle, which is very exciting.